Hey socialites, welcome back. If you're new here, I'm Ariel. I do mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and a little bit of lifestyle. So welcome to day 7 of Vlogmas. We're already 1 week down, and let's unlock day 7 in our Sephora advent calendar. Okay, y'all, we have the Way Leave-In Conditioner. And let's unlock day 7 in our Revolve Beauty advent calendar. Another Way Leave-In conditioner? What are the odds of that? The one that was in the Sephora advent calendar is smaller than the one that's in the Revolve Beauty advent calendar. So in today's video, we're going to be trying out Gucci's new matte powder. I was in Sephora one day and walking by the Gucci section and was like, oh, is this new? Along with the new Gucci matte powder, I tried out something different, which is this cool tone eye look and cool tone lip using some new lip products. So yeah, if you want to see how I got this look, then keep on watching. Okay, socialites, so I've already applied my clearance double serum, which I've been using that a lot lately. So for primer, I'm going to use my moisturizing primer from MAC, which is the Studio Radiance Primer. This is one of my favorite primers to use in the colder months, for sure. So I don't necessarily need to put on a moisturizer with this because it basically is a moisturizer. It's not sticky, but it is slightly tacky, like very slightly. And it's almost creamy. Definitely helps my makeup to last longer throughout the day, even though it gives you radiant. For foundation, I'm going to use the Lawless Forget the Filler foundation, which is in the color 19T. 1 to 2 pumps is definitely enough to give me full coverage. And as usual, I start in the areas that I need the most coverage first. This foundation gives me one of the best color matches out of any foundation I own. Like, it's like color match perfection. And I'm gonna use my LYS foundation brush to blend that right on in. For concealer, I'm using the new About Face concealers in the shade, I think MD1 and MD2. I'm still testing these out. First time I tried them out, y'all, it did give me, for me, significant creasing. So I am gonna try to go in with just a little bit less because I did 3 layers, which I never do 3 layers, y'all, so. And while that's sitting, I'm gonna go in with my Haus Labs Sculpt Stick, Contour Stick in the shade Curve. I'm gonna blend that out with my Real Techniques 449 brush. I think it's a tapered cheek brush. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend the concealer, starting with the deepest shade first. So I'm not gonna apply a cream blush because we're doing a cool tone eye and I don't know what direction I wanna go with the blush. To set my highlighted areas, I'm gonna be using my LYS Loose Setting Powder. This one is in translucent. Okay, so I'm gonna fill in my brows using these Morphe Nano pencils. I think they're new. I got 2 shades, one in Cold Brew, which is a deeper brown, and the other one in the shade Latte, which looks more like a medium brown. So here's the outer packaging. It reminds you of the Kosas Nano Brow, if you guys are familiar with that. So for the tail of the brow, I'm gonna use Cold Brew. These type of brow pencils, you only wanna twist up a tiny bit because they're so skinny that they will break. That doesn't mean that the pencil's not good, it's just the tip is just so skinny. Also used to like make flicks of hair-like strokes rather than just kind of fill it in that way, because that way it also breaks. So It's sort of the point of a nano brow, is to mimic hair strokes. I like that this shade Cold Brew, the deeper shade, is a cool tone, because I definitely prefer cool tone browns in my brows versus like warm, mainly because of my hair color. Okay, so I'm gonna take MAC's Paint Pot in the shade Contemplative State, and I'm gonna use this as a primer for the eyeshadow look. For today's eyeshadow look, I'm using a Beauty Bay palette. I hauled this maybe about a month or two ago. This is the Smoky palette. It has 16 shades in it that are all cool tone shades. Taking What Clout from MAC, I'm going to use this as like a transition, like above my crease, and using the Nikki LaRose in 13 eyeshadow blending brush. Okay, so now I'm going to go into this gray right here. And I'm just going to put that underneath the transition shade and towards the outer corner. And for the lid color, I'm going to be using a combination of these two matte shades. I'm taking it up a little bit higher above my actual crease just so that it can make my lid space look a little bit larger. And I'm slightly overlapping with that medium tone gray. That way it gives us a good blend and it's not like a color cut off and then another color, you know what I mean? So I'm just slightly overlapping it so it's just like a smooth gradient. So now I'm going to take the darkest gray in the palette and I'm going to use a smaller blending brush. This came in a like a Real Techniques set a long time ago. It's the RT310 brush. So I don't know if it's sold separately, but I want something much smaller. See a tiny bit of color on there. That way I can slowly build this up. This shade is really dark and you can give yourself a black eye real quick. That raccoon eye look if you start applying too much or you use a brush that's too big. Back into that transition shade, and this is going to sort of clean everything up. And back into that Real Techniques blending brush with that same dark gray. At this point, I'm just trying to perfect like the shape of the eyeshadow look. So it's going to be sort of like a back and forth type of situation. Taking Thrift Shop from e.l.f. and I'm going to pop that right in my inner waterline. I'm going to take this gray that was next to our lid shades and smudge out right underneath Thrift Shop. And then back into our dark gray that we use in the outer corner, I'm going to put this just right in the outer third, bringing it up to connect. And I'm bringing it up to connect like the outer V shape. So I wiped off my brush, that same brush I used to smudge, and I'm going back into that first gray that I used down there. And again, it's just sort of a back and forth thing to make sure it's blended. Tom Ford Eye Defining Pen. Mascara at the top and bottom, and really the mascara at the top is only to like mesh my lashes in with the falsies. My Lily lashes. Love this, y'all. So I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, come back and get back to the face. Okay, so for the star of the show, the new Gucci matte face powder. Beautiful packaging that looks just like the Gucci bronzer that I recently picked up during the Sephora sale. Open it up, I did get the shade 11.5. Y'all, this shade looks light, but when I looked in store at the shade 12, it looked dark, and the lady that worked at Sephora told me that it would be too dark for me. So fingers crossed that this shade works out for me. It does have like a little tab right here on the side, if you lift that up, it does have a little puff in there that says Gucci. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Real Techniques 400 brush and go right in, just swirl right on in there. Has a light floral scent to it. Seems to be instantly mattifying. And I think that the color actually works out. I think I got the right color for sure. So I'm just sort of going in circular motions to sort of work it in. And it's looking a little bit more smooth and airbrushed that way too. What are you guys thinking about the complexion? The Armani bronzer, this one's in the shade 110. And I'm gonna take my Makeup by Ariell A21 brush and sort of apply it in like a blown out way. And I think this is gonna sort of serve as my blush as well. And this bronzer definitely has a little bit of sheen to it. Soft, sparkly reflex a little bit, but they're really soft, not like super glittery. You can definitely see it a lot more in natural sunlight. Taking my Armani bronzer in the darkest shade, which is 120. And I'm gonna use this for like a subtle little contour. So I'm gonna take a little bit on a smaller brush. This is the BK Beauty 112 brush. And instead of blown out, I'm gonna concentrate this towards like the base. And this is just giving us a little bit more like definition. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in 2 medium. So I am gonna take a little bit of blush. I want a little bit more color than this, so I'm gonna go in with the Patrick Ta. This is on holiday. It was like the limited edition holiday blush duo that came with the gloss. So I'm just gonna take the powder. Makeup by Ariell A22. So I don't want it too strong. I want something fluffy so it could be like softer. We're gonna do a cool tone lip. I picked this lip pencil up during the Sephora sale, and it's the Makeup Forever pencil in the shade Endless Cacao, which is like a cool tone, like brownie gray type of shade. I'm gonna overline with Fenty's lip pencil. Now this is a cool tone, like really dark, like a brown gray, but it's so dark it's almost like a black, in the shade Cold Blooded, right on the outer edge, because this one is like super dark. Okay, so I'm gonna take my Laneige Glaze Craze in the shade Cinnamon Sugar. It smells like buttercream frosting. Charlotte Tilbury spray. I actually think I like the powder better using a puff, and it comes with a puff. So that sort of makes sense. Maybe that's the way they want you to apply it. Okay, so this is the final look. I think the look came out great. Again, another lippy that's like way outside of my comfort zone, but I think it looks pretty. This is a look that's gonna have to grow on me though. So, rundown of products. I'm gonna check back in on the Gucci matte powder. I know I like it better pressing it in with a puff than with a brush, but it didn't look bad with the brush either. Just gave it like a softer look. Sort of blurred and smoothed over my pores a little bit better with a puff. So maybe that's the way it's intended. The matte complexion is not ultra matte, which I like because I'm not crazy about a matte complexion the older I get, but this isn't crazy. It's not like ultra matte. I feel like it doesn't look dry at all, but I did prep my skin really well. And I'm not mad at the shade. I think 11.5 ended up working out. Okay, y'all, so I'm checking back in. It's about 3.5 hours later, and this is what we have. So I don't think the powder oxidized at all. I love the color. And the concealer actually looks nice, y'all. I don't really have any creasing. So less is more with the About Face concealer. We've already tried out these About Face concealers. Like I told you guys earlier, it creased the first time, but I did 3 layers. That's a lot. I did it a lot thinner this time, and I don't see the creasing like I did the first time. So maybe that was it, that I applied too much the first time. But I am going to continue to use these for the next couple videos or so, just to like gather my final thoughts, but so far so good. First time using the Beauty Bay Smoky palette, and I love it, y'all. Not a ton of fallout, just a little bit, like normal amount of fallout. These shades are stunning, and because I don't use cool tones very often, that price point is excellent. Quality is really great. I wanted to try out at least one of the shimmers today, but I feel like I've been using shimmer a lot, so maybe next time I pull this out, we'll play around with the shimmers. So that's it for day 3 of Vlogmas. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video as much as I enjoyed creating it. Everything I used in today's video will be on the YouTube shopping tab or in the description box. And if you're new, welcome. I'd love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.